I'm Samuel Robare by name, the CEO of Aeroblocks Automobile.
Guys, season 2 of Lions Den has started and we are in the second episode of the season 2. In this video, I'll be discussing with you what went down in the episode 2 of the show. Out of the 4 usual businesses that the Lions normally interview every episode, only one got financial investment from the Lions. I will also show you more clips from the show if you watch the video to the end. But first, you are all welcome to my YouTube channel, my subscribers. I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for being part of this amazing family, and if you are yet to subscribe, kindly be a part of the family by subscribing to this YouTube channel since subscription is free, and also turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be informed immediately I drop another video like this one. Please like and share this video so as to encourage me, and it will also help the video to perform very well on the YouTube algorithm. Make now support your boy. Now let's go into today's video, guys. The second episode of this season's Lions Den has been done on Saturday. The first person to face the Lions was Samuel Irobare. Samuel is an inventor. He is the CEO of Aeroblocks Automobile Limited. He said he saw a problem that needed to be solved in the present day tricycle business, which is popularly called the keke napep. This is why he invented his own tricycle, which has air condition and some other facilities that are not found in the popular tricycles that we have around us. He called his own designed tricycle Express City Tricycle. Though he is yet to start production, but he provided the soft design on the system, and this is why he's on the show to seek partnership with the Lions. Samuel said that he is looking at manufacturing at the rate of 900,000 naira per one, and is going to sell for 1 million naira. He further said that he is on the show seeking a seed funding of 20 million naira in exchange for 10% equity in his business. Samuel said that the money will be for the building of the prototype of the tricycle design, and it will also go for a patent evaluation certificate. So after which he's going to use the prototype and the patent evaluation certificate as a collateral for a loan. So he said that the main project is going to cost about 3.8 billion naira. So after he has spent the 20 million naira in order to get the patent evaluation and the certificate for patent evaluation, and also he's going to use it as a collateral to secure another loan of 3.8 billion naira for the production proper. So Bolaji Balogun was the first Lion to ask question from Samuel. Bolaji has to know if Samuel has any image of the tricycle so that he can show them how it looks like. So Bolaji further asked Samuel where he is proposing to be manufacturing the tricycles from, and he said that he's partnering with a company. So the new judge, Audrey Joe Ezigbo, who is the new judge that replaces Dan Ngerem, Audrey was peculiarly curious about the proposed financial margin in the tricycle business. You know, Samuel said he will be producing with 900,000 and is going to sell for 1 million naira. So Audrey said that 11% is not that attractive to would-be an investor. So Audrey said 11% is not sustainable in manufacturing because any shift in the manufacturing component will mean that Samuel will be running at a loss. So I must give it to this woman because she is 100% correct on this one. The profit margin is too small to attract investors, and it is also too small to accommodate any shift in the prices of the raw materials that Samuel will be using in producing in manufacturing these products. And we are in a country that prices are not stable. So it is a very good point that Audrey has raised for Samuel. The next Lion to talk was Paul Onwanibe, as he said that there are 4 issues he had with Samuel's presentation. Paul said that tricycles are already being taken off the roads and that is being phased out by our government, and Samuel is trying to bring it back. The second point raised by Paul is that there is a sustainability issues, as he said that people are already turning the tricycles into electric ones, and Samuel is like going in another direction. So Paul also said that Samuel has to know who is producing for. And guys, in this part, I think Paul is very right, because tricycles are mainly for middle class and lower class Nigerians, and they hardly fancy air condition and some other facilities that Samuel claimed that would be available in the tricycle. So that's why Paul said he has to identify those he's producing the product for. Paul also complained about the cost of the tricycle, which shows that it is not cost effective at all, most especially for those that will be buying it. So based on these reasons, Paul Owanibe pulled out of the business, as he said that he cannot invest in such business. So the next lion to talk was Adenike Ogunlesi, as she said that Samuel business is not an investable business at this time, and as such she pulled out of the business. Kyari Puka asked Samuel to tell him about himself. After that, Kyari said that the seed capital Samuel is looking for is too small for what he intends to do. So Kyari said that the money is infinitesimal, and for that reason he is not investing in Samuel's business. So Bolaji Balogun was also next again, as he said that he is impressed with Samuel's vision, but he said that Samuel still have a lot of work to do, and for this reason Bolaji did not invest in the business. So Audrey also chipped in again, as she said she's not investing in the tricycle business idea of Samuel, basically because she cannot do any kind of business that the profit margin is just 11%. Audrey later said that she would have loved if Samuel came to pitch his starch business rather than the so-called tricycle business, because along the line Samuel also said that he has another business of starch, that in the Niger Delta side they love eating starch, so he's kind of trying to produce the starch in a more hygienic way. So that's why Audrey said that she would have loved Samuel would have come with the starch business. So my own view on this, honestly guys, I think all what the lion said to Samuel were all valid points. From the little margin, the profit margin of the tricycle business, to the tricycle business being an outdated business because our government are gradually phasing it out, most especially in Lagos. How do you want an investor to now invest his money in your business? And from the profit margin, how do you want me to now recoup my back by my money and still make profits? Anyways, let us move to the next person to face the lions.
My name is Oluwande Oluwole, and I am the founder of Smartteller.
Oluwande Oluwole was the second person to face the lions in the second episode of The Lions Den. Oluwande is the founder of Smartteller. Smartteller is a digital cooperating banking infrastructure which is digitizing cooperatives across Nigeria. Oluwande said that his company is looking to banking cooperatives across Nigeria, and as such is seeking to raise a sum of 50 million naira for 25% equity in his business. Oluwande said that his company has onboarded 2,000 cooperatives in Nigeria, and the company has processed over 500,000 transactions with its software in 2020 and 2021. He said that his company has processed over 50 billion value of transactions over the past 2 years. He is on the show so that he can be able to bank the over 2,000 cooperative societies that have been onboarded on his company's software. So Paul Owanibe was the first lion to ask questions from Oluwande. Paul asked him to tell the lions about his background and his idea. So Paul asked if Oluwande has made any money with his cooperative banking business. Oluwande then gave a breakdown of the company's financials, as he said that the company made a sum of 3.5 million naira in revenue in the first year. The second year, the company was able to generate about 6.5 million naira in revenue. Adenike Ogunlesi was curious about the 50 billion naira value of transactions processed by Oluwande, and his income is just 3.5 million naira and 6.5 million naira respectively. So Oluwande said that they only offer technological services at the moment, and they charge a little fraction for their service. He said that when he bank the cooperatives, then he can make more money. So he further explained how he's going to bank the funds by partnering with a microfinance bank. So Kyari Buka asked Oluwande how he charged customers, and Oluwande said he charged them 5 naira per transaction at the moment. Bolaji asked Oluwande if he's a stakeholder in the microfinance bank he is presently working with, and Oluwande said no. Bolaji further asked how long Oluwande has been working with the microfinance bank, and Oluwande said that he just signed a partnership deal with the bank. He hasn't started running the partnership deals with them. So Bolaji also asked for the demo of what Oluwande has done, which he showed the lions on his phone and on the system. So Bolaji further asked him the owner of the business, and Oluwande said that he owned 60% of the business. He retained 10% of it to his staffs, 5% for advisors, and the remaining 25% is for equity, which is what brought him to the lions den. So Bolaji appreciated his brilliancy and said that with the right partnership, Oluwande is going to do really well in this business. Bolaji later made Oluwande an offer, but first he said he would like to work with Oluwande to identify the right microfinance bank as to be his partner. So Bolaji said that the 50 million naira that he will be giving to Oluwande will be for 35% equity, and if Oluwande is able to raise at least 2 more rounds of capital after this, he can take back from him 9% of what Bolaji buy today for 1 naira per percent. So Bolaji said that he will provide him space also so that he can live where he's presently using, since it will cost him money to occupy that space. So Oluwande will be able to use the space for the next 18 months. This means that the 35% of Oluwande business will belong to Bolaji, which he will have the opportunity to reduce Bolaji's stake to 26% after he might have done 2 more fundraising. Audrey was the next lion to make her decision, as she said that she loved the business, as she believes that the business has a lot of prospects. Audrey said that if Bolaji is open to partnerships, she would be interested in partnering with him to support Oluwande. So Kyari and Adenike also showed interest in coming together with Bolaji to partner with the business. When it got to the turn of Paul Onwanibe, he said that he would like to make Oluwande a competing offer. So Paul said that he will provide the 50 million naira at 25% equity in the business. He also said it will be an interest-free loan which Oluwande will have to pay back in 3 years. So he's going to give him 3 years to pay back the money at no interest. Bolaji quickly cuts in as he said that he's going to improve on his own deal for Oluwande. So Bolaji said that the deal will start at 30% as opposed to the earlier 35%. He said that Oluwande can buy back the remaining 5%, which he also said that he will lend him the 1 naira to buy 35% back. So at the end of it all, Oluwande had to go for Bolaji's offer, which has the other 3 lions coming together to help him. So Bolaji in conjunction with Audrey, Adenike and Kyari Buka, they are coming together to 50 million naira at the rate of 25% equity in Oluwande's business. So honestly guys, this is what you get when you present a viable business to an experienced investors. All the lions were literally willing to invest in Oluwande's business because they all see it as a viable business. That is why they give offers and counter offers. That is why these lions give offers and counter offers to Oluwande.
My name is Dada Bukola Francis. I'm a farmer, a beekeeper.
Now, the top person to face the lions on this episode of the Lions Den was Dr. Olubukola Dada. Dr. Dada is a bee farmer, and in 2018, he was able to produce 3,000 liters of honey. That's what he produced every year. He said he made more sales in 2020 because of COVID. He was literally collecting products from co-farmers to sell because he was having a lot of massive orders in 2020. He was on the show seeking for 10 million naira investment for 20% stake in his business. This will enable him to develop more products. So Audrey was the first lion to ask him questions, as she asked him for the financial analysis of his business. Dr. Dada said that he made around 7.5 million naira from honey every year. Paul Onwanibe has to know his profit margin from the 12 million naira total revenue in a year. Dr. Dada said that his yearly profit is around 6 million naira. Paul further asked him what will be his revenue if the 10 million naira is looking for was given to him, and he said that it will mean that he will be making like 20 to 30 million naira yearly. This means that with the money he's looking for, he will be able to double his production and also mean double profit. So if he gets the money from the lions, he's going to make double profit and he's going to multiply his revenue. So Kyari said that is not excited about the financial numbers, and as such he will not be investing. When it got to the turn of Adenike opted out because she said she has invested in her in-laws owning business and she won't be investing in this one. So but Adenike gave her professional advice, and she told Dr. Dada to work on better packaging and also focus on one or two things rather than focusing on many things at a time. Bolaji on his own part said that he thinks Dr. Dada's business doesn't need external equity. He said what he needs is a support from his bank. I honestly support what Bolaji said, because with the profit that he claimed to be making, he should be able to leverage on it to get a bank loan. Bolaji told him how to go about it with his bank, and he said he won't be investing in the business. And Bolaji offered his advice to Dr. Dada to do a better branding of his business. Though it cost, he said the branding cost a lot more, but it does a lot to promote the business. So Paul Onwanibe in his own part said that he doesn't think Dr. Dada needs anybody's money. He said that he can get the money from his bank, and if not, he can grow his business with the profit the business is bringing. Paul said that he won't be investing as he opted out of the business. When he got to the time of Audrey also opted out of the business like the other lions. So in my own view, I think Dr. Dada is either comes to the show to have the experience of coming on the show, or is giving inflated financial report of his business, because from the profit of 6 million naira in a year, it is just a matter of time for you to raise 10 million naira yourself to expand your business. Also, your bank will be more than willing to borrow you money if truly you are making 6 million naira profit yearly. So you cannot tell me that you are making a 6 million naira profit and you are not dealing with bank. You will be dealing with bank. So, and bank is just interested in the flow of cash into your account. So it's cash flow that determines the amount of money, the amount of loan that the bank can borrow you. So if 6 million naira profit is going into your account, that this is net profit, is not total revenue. So I think he said his total revenue yearly is around 12 million naira. So if you are having 12 million naira pushing into your account, that's about 1 million naira in a month. You cannot tell me that your financial bank will not be willing to borrow you a loan of 10 million. They will even be running after you to get the loan. So I think is on the show to have the experience, or is just inflating his financial figures to be able to secure the loan from the Lions.
My name is Adeniro Olushola Elizabeth. I am the CEO for Solicit Fruits and Beverages Limited.
So the fourth person to face the Lions in this episode of the show was Adeniro Elizabeth Olushola. She's into food processing business. Olushola is the CEO of Solicit Fruits and Beverages. The company is into processing, packaging, marketing and distribution of foods and beverages. She said her annual revenue in 2019 was a little bit above 60 million naira, and when in 2020 she made around 45 million naira. In 2021, her revenue from Gari alone was around 18 million naira. She was on the show seeking the investment of 30 million naira in exchange of 20% equity in her business. Olushola said 50% of the money will go into building modern Gari processing factory, and the remaining 50% will go into logistics, advertisements and working capital. Adenike Ogunlesi was the first Lion to ask Mrs. Adeniro questions, as Adenike asked her what makes her own Gari special and different from so many Gari being sold outside. Adenike further identified name inconsistency in the branding of Olushola's products, as the name of her company were written differently on different products, and this will make branding difficult. Adenike said that Olushola has a lot to do in this branding space. When he got to the turn of Kyari Buka, he asked if the 30 million naira is for the 20% stake in Gari part of the business or for the entire business. Kyari further asked her about her gross margin, and she said it is around 40 to 45%, while the net profit is around 18%. When it got to the turn of Paul Onwanibe, he said since less than 30% of her turnover was Gari, Paul wanted to know what business holds the remaining 70%, and she said that the bakery and supermarket joined together hold 70% of her business. Paul further said that she valued the business at 150 million naira and she's looking for 30 million. He asked her how long will it take an investor to get 4 times his money back. Olushola said that it will take like 3 years for an investor to get the money back. Paul Onwanibe disagreed with her as he said that it doesn't seem possible that he can make 4 times his money back in 3 years. For these reasons, Paul opted out of the business. So when it got to the turn of Audrey, Audrey wanted to know about Olushola's distribution channel, which she answered. Bolaji cut in as he said that what Olushola needs is a loan and not an equity investment. Bolaji further said that it is clear she has a business and market also. He said that Olushola needs only working capital. Adenike said that Olushola is trying to do many things at a time and as such, she doesn't have enough money to do one of such things at scale. She cannot scale one because she has splitted the little money she has on different things. So Adenike advised her to decide and focus on one out of the 3 things she's doing at the moment. So Adenike opted out but said she would like to help her with her packaging. So Audrey said she believes that Olushola needs to address the branding considering the fact that she's in a competitive space. Audrey said that she's not investing because she doesn't see any way she'll be able to get her money back in a sustainable way. Kiaris was next as he said that presently he doesn't see an investable business and as such he opted out of the business. Bolaji said that the business is not an investable business but it is an expandable business. Though he opted out of the business, but he said he will help make a call to a bank so that the bank can borrow her money for expansion. Olushola accepted the call offer that Bolaji made and she left the platform. In this episode of the show, it is only one person that got equity support because he presented a well-designed business which the Lions see that it's really worth being invested into. That's Oluwande was prepared to face the Lion and every question that the Lions asked him, he got an answer for it and it was a reasonable answer, not a just mere answer. He got a reasonable answer and they see that this is what investing it. The business is worth investing it and they invested. They gave him the 50 million naira he was looking for with other juicy offers. So that's what you get when you have a very good offer to an experienced investor. So others are either giving over inflated figures to impress the Lions or they just wanted to be on the show because you cannot be making a profit of 6 million naira and wanted an equity of sum of 10 million naira. Well guys, you can share your own view about this in the comment section, but do me a favor to subscribe to my channel to watch more of reality TV shows like this one and also celebrity news. Subscription is free. Turn on the post notification bell so that YouTube can inform you whenever I upload new videos like this one. Please like and share this video to help the video to do very well on the YouTube algorithm, and it will also encourage me to do more of such videos. Thank you for watching as I'm going to see you in my next video.